Do we want to do a quick recap of? I mean, last time was a lot just sort of playing with the system and such, but about what happened the last session.
We each had our own separate little scene where I argue with my brother. Fucking names. Wyatt.
Miles is your brother.
That's
Yes.
my name.
Wyatt had outside the library had an interaction with my bestie, Sienna, about getting it on with your gay best friend, and then I don't know how to pronounce your name, Aaron. Is it Sierras? Sierras Victor, is that it?
Saris?
Saris. And Saris had a discussion with Sienna's sister, and they went to like a commune where one of the good students was there, like, oh yeah, no, I'm totally gonna be the first boss of this game.
I don't know why you would think that. I can't imagine why anyone would think something like that.
No, they're Igor.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then, if we go to the Velvet Room, I'll be so happy. Anyway,
okay, do you think we're not going to have the Velvet Room?
I didn't think we were, and now I'm excited.
How would you not have the Velvet Room?
Because I'm a fool. But it's fine.
And then you're like, and then afterwards, then we all did our like healing moment, and so like I went to the bronze, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Oberons.
The Oberon.
The Oberon, yeah.
Like you did like
Snapchat healed me.
Yeah, you spoke in emojis. Is how I can describe that. I can't remember how Saris calmed down.
Talking to
I think you just had a discussion, right?
Yeah, with June, yeah.
And then at the very end, Saris did I'm in charge now to the entire school, and basically like
Alright, you rolled to establish dominance over the school.
Stepped on every child.
You better listen up, y'all.
Yeah.
It's a trusting kind of.
I'm so excited for this.
All right. So I will say one thing I'll do a little bit differently here than normal, and probably different than going further, but because the beginning has to be like set up a few things, and then ideally what happens is we get to the point where at the end of this session we're ready for being in the hedge for the first time.
Okay.
So I'll probably be hard framing a little bit more, but if there's something you want to go back and do, just go ahead and let me know.
Gotcha.
All right. We'll start with this. So, June Bryce, the student vice president, basically, Sarah, and it's Saris?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Saris' sort of right hand, has been tutoring you, Ivy.
Yes.
And tell me a little bit about how that tutoring has been going. I know it said good luck with that, but...
good luck with that, yeah. I think June... Like, I've been trying to, like, dodge and avoid. Like, hey, do you want to... June's like, yo, let's do this. Like, let's meet in the library this time. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And I just don't go. And I feel like very recently, June has been outfoxing me and getting to the point where, like, no, we're doing this now. And I've been like, fuck.
What classes are you not doing well in?
Okay, so I have this image in my head that Ivy will take... I imagine a lot of people would call it inappropriate naps in the middle of classes sometimes, or she will like tell the teacher that she like isn't feeling great, and she'll go off to like just nap and whatnot. And June is trying to catch me up on the things that I miss whenever I take naps.
Okay. So yeah, so at one point, because probably partly doing this because of your brother. Your brother has sort of stepped in a little bit, which is one of the things that Sierra has been trying to kind of get closer to. So she finds you. Take a quick look at the map. Where would be a fun place to find you?
Where's the map?
It's on the Roll20.
I keep forgetting we actually are using Roll20.
Yeah, because remember we've got the it's like for the classroom and pictures. I put a couple of the teachers and such on there, like the counselors, deans, and the principal.
Oh, on the right. Okay, I found it.
Yeah. So over on the right, I found this very cool.
Oh, that principal. Yo, that's a Buffy ass, like, that's a villain principal if I've seen like the look in his eyes. Like, I'm a demon. It's cool.
Rick Parker, Dean Alex.
Oh, that counselor. I don't trust that counselor with anything.
Oh
the
no,
dean is all right.
That's the counselor. Oh god, the counselor is like an important. Not important, but like a person that is very deep in my character's story. Damn, I don't like them. No,
you got a bad roll.
This, by the way, is why I love just grabbing pictures of actors, like random of actors people don't know. Because then you're just like you look at them and you immediately think, oh hey, here's something about this person.
So forgive me, we're like 16, right?
Yeah.
So like and okay, so over here, when you're in college at 16, you choose your subjects.
At 16 in high school, you got the stuff that you have to take. Okay. And actually, here's the thing: we can also do a thing where if we want to have a school where you have more freedom to do things, we can kind of just because like your traditional school experience here. You have certain things you have to do to graduate, like, and it differs a little bit by state. Like we and sometimes not all just by state, but by school. Like where I work, we didn't used to have 4 years of English. Now they do. So English 4 has changed a lot from kids who used to enjoy English class, who would do it, to everybody who's pissed off and doesn't want to take English classes anymore. But you have got electives that you can take as well, and some people get their required stuff out of the way and sometimes take a whole bunch of electives. Other people, like if you fail a class, you have to retake.
Like,
often.
There's something in like all of American high school media where it's like, yo, here's my blow-off class, which isn't a thing over here. Like, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take this blow-off class. It's like music appreciation class or something like that, and it gives me credit, and I'm like, what is happening right now?
People think my theater arts class is gonna be a blow-off, but a lot of people fail it.
Yeah, like I don't understand the concept.
It's just usually a class that they think is going to be graded fairly easily. Of course, this is what I know. I'm on a Facebook page for theater teachers. It's mostly English theater teachers, and I guess you've got all these tests and other stuff that like people come in and you've got to take all these. It's like much more regimented than in America.
Okay. Other question: are we in uniforms or not?
We got high school uniforms, right? Because we had to do the thing where we each have our own variation because we're main characters.
Do we want to go with school uniforms? Colton's definitely a yes. I'm not.
It's not like yes. It's like yes.
Aaron,
it's cool.
what do you think?
I'm up for school uniforms.
Cool, that's uniforms.
Okay.
I have an idea of where they could catch me being.
Oh, okay.
Then let's go to the girls' locker room, and like, I'm like behind a bunch of lockers, laying on like a bench, and I'm like half dressed in like, so like maybe I've got like my school skirt on, but like I've still got like my like gym shirt on, and I've just taken a nap.
Okay.
So,
This is a place you kind of sneak out a lot.
It's not that I'm sneaking there. It's just that like, because there's like loads of lockers and stuff that like, people like can like hide behind and stuff like that. So I just was like, yo, I'm just gonna lay here, and then I just fell asleep.
Yeah, so you kind of fall asleep, and what wakes you up are what sounds like all of the books in the world slamming into the bench right above your head.
Yeah, I just like jump and almost fall off, and
Yeah.
I'm just like bleary eyed, and I'm like, what the fuck?
And June's just sort of like staring down at you.
Oh, hey, June.
Hey, I think we were supposed to meet to help you get caught up because of all the classes you skipped.
I mean, wasn't that later? Like, I'm fairly sure it was later.
Okay. So, tell me what Friar Lawrence is doing with Romeo and Juliet with once Romeo has been exiled.
Cool. Can I use my prodigy here? Like, can I roll here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I fight her? Can I fight her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Your
Cool.
sheer mental agility piercing through the veil of sleep.
Cool. So she is a relationship, which is 1d4, which is gonna go perfectly for me. Hold on, where's the dice roller? So d4. Fucking values. I feel like this is authority. She's trying to authority me, and I'm not putting up with that.
Don't you authority me!
Don't you fucking authority me. Prodigy 1d12. Spend a plot point to reveal that you've studied a subject and know its basics. Cool. I'm going to... Yeah, no, that's all I got. Okay. Then... roll all dice. Choose best total, choose best effect. Oh, it's not the best effect, but okay. Cool, 18.
Damn. Go you. Okay, yeah, go ahead and say that. So she... Yeah, so to tell me what you do is she'll respond?
Well, hopefully I will rattle off the answer. Just like I just know the answer and can respond to her.
Oh, that'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just... Fine. If you know so much, I'll just sit here while you write the essay that you're supposed to write, because you clearly aren't getting stuff done, even though you know it. Why are you doing that? Oh, she's very frustrated. I'm gonna know that she takes a D4. So yeah, not hugely frustrated, but probably angry.
Irked, I think.
Yeah. So she kind of like plops down and she's sort of going through her phone. She's like I don't know if you start writing the essay.
I like slowly tilt my head towards the door and then like back at her, and I'm like wondering how fast I can run, but I'm like I probably fine, and then I just start like writing it down.
Yeah. So there's a moment where she's sitting there and she's like on her phone and she goes, "Remember that kid that ran away? Sober?
No.
Well, there's that kid that ran away. I mean, here, and then she hands you the phone. There's something weird on the Twitter feed. So she hands you her phone, and this pops up. Yeah, Warren, are you on Roll20?
No.
Where am I looking specifically?
So did a thing pop up for you?
Oh my god, incredible.
Oh yeah. Student.
The loser.
Student council is going to take over this year.
So
Loser.
the weird thing is she goes, there's this weird like something's all sorts of messed up on the thing, and like the places where it says Hornswallow, for a moment, like everything, I mean, it almost seems like a computer glitch. But as you're looking at it, it starts to like almost move around the page, and you see it like fall into place.
Hmm. Yeah, she rubs her eyes slightly, and then says, "This Hornswallow guy, is he some sort of like horny role player or something?
Who?
What am I looking at?"
And she kind of looks at it, and she points right to it. She goes, I've never seen like this in this sort of glitch before. I mean, it seems consistent. It's every time this guy comes up. It's not a block thing or a private thing. It's weird.
You're worried about phone glitches?
No, I mean, I've never. I mean, one. So Sober disappeared, and Lauren's been fucking weird. Like, she's been. Lauren is someone who, I mean, you know that she was good friends with Sober. She's just sort of always been a little sort of melodramatic in some ways, but like you probably don't know her particularly well. But she's just been really like real sad, depressed. It's been weird, but then she's just pointing. And she's just like, but I don't know. Like I tried to click on this glitch or whatever it is here, and again she's pointing right to now. You looks like just standard things, and she goes, and nothing comes up. It's weird.
Yeah, she like shakes her head slightly and says, "So where did Sober run off to? Did anyone find him?"
Yeah, we found him in Seattle. He's just like hanging out with a bunch of hippies, which is not him at all. I don't know.
Is student council gonna take over this year? She raises an eyebrow and looks at her.
You were there. You saw the speech. Yes. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which world would you rather be in? 1984 or The Handmaid's Tale?
Okay, is 1984 on like Hulu? Because I haven't seen it.
It's a book.
Basically, it's like a story about a excessively fascist like thought police state where like the government rules the majority of like your entire life.
I don't know if there's much of a difference. Anyway, finish up your essay, get to class, so that way I don't have to come find you in the middle of mine. And there, let us cut over to... Let's cut over to Orin.
All right.
To Saris. So she... It's sort of... You two have a meeting before the student council meeting. That you're kind of getting together, kind of talking over some stuff. As she sits down...
Who is she?
June.
Okay.
So, as June sits down, she's like, okay, so we've got the agenda for this upcoming meeting. What's like a big kick-ass project you're planning?
I think perhaps like because we probably didn't do one in the summer, we could probably do like a little inter school festival kind of thing, class versus class.
Okay.
It focus, as Saris would explain it, it's a good way to get all that competitive energy out, focused at each other in a safe way. If they're busy rebelling against each other for points, then they're really not going to focus anywhere else.
Okay, what I'm going to do right now, if you notice, I did put a 2018-19 calendar. Do we want to make that September 22nd?
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, on the calendar, I made some notes from last time about some of the stuff that happened. So like sometimes we'll be skipping ahead a little bit, but it's one way for us to kind of be like, okay, here's what's going on in the school, and we'll put interclass festival, games, competitions, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we can even tie a little bit of our discretionary budget into it if the clubs want to get involved.
Okay. I'm gonna make a note too. So this might be something that'll actually come up on occasion, because I do want to capture that part too. That if you're a part of the school, you're doing things. Sometimes there's stuff that's going to come up. So that'll be part of that. She goes, okay. The one thing I'm a little worried about right now. So, you know, Lauren Baylor.
No.
So, she's part of student council, but she didn't really do a whole lot. She was good friends with Sober. He kind of brought her on, but she's been like weird and depressed. I mean, I've talked to her a little bit. It just might be something to look out for. There's one disappearance. I don't know if it's going to be like, you know, one disappearance happens, and I don't know. She seems okay, but we might want to, you know, check on her.
All right. In what capacity? Friends, advisors, council members?
Probably maybe council members. I don't know. We haven't really necessarily had too much, but I'd be a little careful at the meeting. I think Miles has got a head of steam underneath him.
That's going to be an interesting fight.
All right. So you've got like the first student council meeting of the year. Anything special you do to start it off?
I imagine like Sarah's is the kind of person who is already like he's prepped this with June, but the others might not be aware of the level he's going to on this.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to like there's a role taken, there's the start to minutes. This is a inordinately professional variation of this.
Mm-hmm.
There's a recorder set on one of the desks in order to make sure everything gets captured. He'll introduce himself, ask each chair to introduce themselves in turn. Even if they all know each other.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's one of those everyone does, especially because this is the council that was working together last year. But I mean, you do have freshmen that have shown up because they're interested in it. They go around and sort of introduce themselves. At which point Miles just goes, I'd like to take the festival.
As in you wish to spearhead it?
Yeah. I just think, you know, someone who understands fun should be a part of it. Should be the person setting up and going with it.
Sarah's kind of grins the kind of underlying like backhanded compliment in there not slipping past his attention. Do you need a team? I can assign you whoever you need.
He goes, I think I can pick it up.
Alright. Get the reports filed, have them submitted to the council.
He kind of goes, okay. And like you see him, like there was a point where it looked like he was kind of like hoping for a fight, but it's after when it's done, when he comes up to you, that you say he's clearly been steaming for a bit. He goes, nice speech that you gave.
Thank you. It took a while to prepare, but I think it had the desired effect.
Yeah, probably lots of people thought you did great. But here's the thing. I mean, did you learn that from your dad?
I don't know. Where did you learn to imitate a 2-bit thug? Your sister?
Oh, you brought Ivy into it. Okay. So I'll kind of roll for him because he's trying to piss you off and you're coming back.
How dare you bring my name up?
How dare you be a major delinquent in my school?
Okay. He did not do well. He got a 5 with a D4 result. So would you like to lay this? If you want to roll for like put the smack down on him?
Yeah, I need to find the codex.
Oh, here, let me put it into Now this is apparently as long as it doesn't go for I think 2 to 3 weeks, those don't time out.
Neat. Okay. And character folder, because everything collapsed earlier when I clicked on the wrong thing. Like, I had it all up, and then I clicked on Discord, and Google Chrome decided that it hated itself and detonated.
We're
Oh
done.
no!
We're so done.
We're done today! Okay. Yeah, this is challenge. Let me throw some dice in here.
I didn't know if you saw it, but he got a 5. So you better watch it, buddy.
Yep. There's nobody I can really call on in this setting. I'm not sure if I want to evoke the council already, just as, like, you're challenging the authority. So I don't know. I feel like I'm missing some dice, because right now all I've got is the D12 from Justice and the D8 from Not Born Yesterday.
You should also have your relationship with him.
Right, that's a D4. And that's 3 dice.
I mean, for the you're usually rolling 3 dice in this.
Okay.
Occasionally
just
1 or 2.
It's coming from Lone Sparrow, who rolled a million fucking dice.
Yeah, that's Marvel Heroic. You roll a whole lot more. This one tends to be 3. It sometimes expands a little bit.
If you want to roll mad dice, challenge your relationship statement and your value statement at the same time.
So
you will go to like
this
10
is
dice.
this is a 4 with a D12.
Nice.
Oh,
Or
wow!
6.
Go for it.
Okay. Well, go ahead and grab a plot point.
Yikes.
Yeah, so yeah, he has to beat your 6 on this one. Yeah, when you said sister, he goes, my sister, and he gets closer and like pops you in the chest. He uses love here instead of his the power we used earlier, so that's a little lower. But he does have a higher relationship with Ivy. Because the difference between my sister and your family is my sister never went to jail. My sister's not on house arrest, so how dare you?
Yet.
Damn.
Okay, he's got a 9 with a D4 effect. And people, if you want to use plot points, you can use that to buy down the trouble pool.
Yeah.
Whenever I level 1.
I'm gonna use a plot point because I'm not using them for anything else right now.
Okay.
Let's see. Remove all dice. Say 12.
You got that sort of Spartan laconic. Like, if we come here, we will tear down your people and kill all of them. If.
Holy shit, I can't roll today, apparently.
Oh, damn. Well, take 2 more plot points. Yeah, so that's he succeeded by more than 5 on that. So take a D6. I'm angry is the one that makes the most sense there.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's just like keep your name out of her mouth. Then he just sort of turns and goes. It's like I mean, you spend time with criminals. Rushes out and kind of like pops past June on the way out.
Who won that exchange?
He did. He inflicted a bit of stress.
Nice.
All right, Cole or Wyatt.
Yeah.
So, is your hangout the library or is your hangout the roof?
My hangout is, I think, let me check the Kumu. I believe we decided that both were somehow. I think the library is my main hangout, though.
Okay, that's the town library, that's the school library, right?
Yeah, town library. If it's lunch, I'm on the roof.
Okay.
I gotta step away for a second, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're on the roof. Kind of like describe your music you make a little bit.
So it is either they kind of alternate between two main genres, which is like, do you know like In Love with a Ghost or
Is that Tina and Sarah?
No, like the artist In Love with a Ghost.
Oh, no.
Or Snail's House, or basically like cutesy like chill out music, I guess is a good way to put it.
Lo-fi beats to study to.
No, like I think they bring in some lo-fi elements here or there, but like really my main draws for that sort of thing is In Love with a Ghost and Snail's House. Think like kind of like Animal Crossing-esque, also like Leon anime, or it's like noise and like heavier stuff like Katie Day's work, some stuff from like May She Smile. I'm sorry if none of these are touchstones. I really tried.
I would say you should just like electronica.
Not like house electronica, but like they're not playing a guitar. They're like they got like a tiny keyboard with used for like midis and stuff. That's how they make their music.
Okay. Let me do something real quick.
Like, wait, have you seen Steven Universe at all?
I need to, but I have not.
Okay, let me find. There's like a DJ setup in Steven Universe that is exactly the vibe. All right, I got the picture. That was way quicker than I thought it would be. Save image address, and then let me just throw that in there. So like, you look at a setup like that where it's like, you know, like all these different Game Boys and stuff hooked up to get samples, and then like a few different like modules, things like that. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah. So you're kind of doing your thing out on the roof, and there's one point you just feel someone standing very, very close, like over your left shoulder.
I like hunch my like arms a little bit forward, like wrapping, like getting some privacy on like whatever I'm working on, or like my food or something, and like turn my head around.
Okay. So you see Lauren Baylor. Let me. Oops. I'm gonna bring her up from the GM overlay section. Lauren Baylor is someone who not a lot of people know particularly well. I'm putting her over by where the principal is. But she's sort of like at your shoulder, looking up at you like with fairly kind of intense eyes. Like she's not someone you really knew before now.
Yeah.
But like she seems to. Yeah, you said you're not quite sure what's happening with her, but it seems to be intense, whatever it is.
I think my instinct is to first like move my head, like as if pretending she's looking out at like somewhere off the roof behind me, praying that's what it is.
Yeah. Nope. It's she's looking directly at you.
Yeah.
I love your music.
Oh. Yeah.
I needed to know. Do you know them?
Them?
Yeah.
Is that a band?
No. Oh. You don't. I could have sworn that when I was there I heard your music.
Wait, is someone? What?
It's nothing. I'm sorry. Uh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Are okay. Um, like polite nod.
Okay. And she kind of starts to walk away a little bit. Then she turns around. She goes, I mean, have you ever like anyone ever like contacted you who was weird or different? Who just sort of
Thinking back at like all my Twitter DMs from like randos and shit.
Yeah.
People from forums. I'm like,
But I mean,
there's a lot of weird people out there.
but I mean, someone who just understands, who knows, like everything.
I don't know you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that. I'm sorry. It was. Dumb.
You don't need to say sorry, but okay. Have a good one.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm real. Oh God.
It's fine, really. Don't feel bad. I'm gonna eat my lunch now, though.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry I bothered you. I just. I think we might see each other again.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we might not, but I just noticed things about you. I should probably go.
You know how creepy you just sounded, right? Like,
I don't
you
mean
know
to.
how creepy you just sounded.
I don't mean to. I just. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Bye. And she just sort of turns and just like hightails it
Yeah.
off of the roof, and you're sitting there left with like, the fuck was that?
Yeah. I'm like immediately texting. I'm like, I have a stalker.
Oh, first one, awesome.
No, not awesome. Not awesome. I don't even know her.
What just happened?
Oh, you okay?
Oh yeah, no, just a pop-up. A pop-up just came that oh, motherfucker. I just had a pop-up show up that did one of those there's your HP, like something from HP has been changed. And you want this, and it took down my thing and then set it to Bing because I wasn't paying attention. I want to make it so Bing can never be brought up on this computer because fuck. Weird. Okay, yeah, it's I've grabbed my notes out again. Yeah, so yeah, Elliot's like, that's awesome. Are you like you're worried about murder stalker or just weird and creepy stalker?
The second, she didn't seem mean or violent, just like, do you know someone who knows exactly how you're feeling? And like,
Well, you've touched some people. Maybe get a police escort.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, if I see her again and she's weird, I'll talk to the counselor or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
Lexa.
Hello.
You as one where you're sort of heading back into like towards class and such. Out from like one of the other hallways, you're not sort of paying attention. Like if this is the movie, we see you sort of walking, and this arm just reaches out, grabs you by the arm, and yanks you into the side.
Oh, great.
There's Iris. See, look. I need your help.
Hold on. Who is this?
Iris, your best friend who gets you in trouble sometimes.
Oh, yeah. My emotional rock. Cool.
Yes. She goes, I need your help. And you have to promise to say yes before I tell you what it is.
Wow, how could I possibly say no to such a enticing request?
Okay, well, since you're saying yes, I need you just
If if you want me to fucking steal a car, I swear to fucking god,
to steal what?
a car.
No, we're not stealing a car. I need you to distract Mr. Vane while I go into his office.
Oh, okay.
I just listen. They've got me in some classes that I want to be in, and I'm there with a bunch of idiots. So listen, I figured I'd go in. I can change my schedule on his computer. I also can get out of a few classes. There's no way I'm going to pass, and they're not going to let me drop. So if you were to just distract him for a little bit, I can get in there and take care of it, and then we're all good.
Sure. Will you buy me? She thinks for a moment. Those, you know how we don't actually have like Krispy Kreme here. You know those fake knockoff ones.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually pretty good. Buy me some of those. Give me like 2 of those.
2 boxes or 2 donuts?
No, just 2 of them.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
absolutely.
Cool.
So she's
Yeah,
like,
sure.
so it goes in. Miss Early is at the secretary's there at the desk. She's like, yeah, I'm waiting around a little bit. And after a bit, you see, she just kind of like nods her head towards Vane. Vane actually, he's coming in through the doorway from the hallway, so he's not at his office.
Cool.
And then she kind of nudges you.
Cool. I go over and say, "Hey, Mr. V."
Hey, Ivy.
Hey, I was wondering if we could have like a catch-up session.
School just started. You're already. Go ahead and make a roll to see how well you're trying to keep his attention.
Cool, yeah. She like smiles and like says, yeah, well, like I have some things on my mind, and if I leave it too late, it might drift off and just cool. What's a good one? Oh yeah, no, I'm absolutely fucking lying my ass off right now. D8. This is. I can't really bring a relationship into this, but I can go with best smile. I think best smile is appropriate here. 1d10, and also I'm spending a plot point to add Iris into this, which is 2d12.
Okay.
Yo, not the best, but okay. Take a plot point for 1. So, choose best total, choose best effect. Keep. So 16 with a d10 effect.
Okay. Go ahead and take a plot point.
Yep.
So he's like, yeah, it's fairly early in the semester for you to already be needing a checkup. I mean, what's going on?
Well, it's more of the fact that like, okay, so June, she's been like trying to keep me up with things because sometimes I need to go off and just have some moments,
Mm-hmm.
which is great, and like I just wanted to say that's really helping. And also, my brother and you have been getting me into another club, and I don't know really where to start with that. And I'm like, there are so many clubs and so many opportunities, and I'm just not sure what to do. And she's just like dragging on like that.
Well, what kind of things do you like? I mean, we've got the drama club, the photography club, archery. It starts like listing off a bunch of them, and then there's a point where Iris appears at your shoulder again.
Hmm.
I rolled for shit. I did get 1-1.
Hey.
Yeah, so she just kind of appears at your shoulder and goes, "Hey, yeah, we're really interested in some of the clubs." And yeah, he sort of talks to you, and then like after you've kind of talked his ear off, you head back out in the hall, and Ivy's just like, "Awesome. Okay, you and I have got 3 classes together, and I managed to get out of a couple of the ones I did not want to be in."
Great. Which classes are we in?
She lists off a couple of the ones that you'll be taking.
Cool.
She's like, "Great." Oren.
Yes.
So, Koji, I remember you think with Koji comes to you for, like, kind of talk through some love advice for. Was it protection of the student council?
Yeah, he's basically hiding out there because other people are too intimidated to walk into the room unannounced. Especially chasing some idiot.
Okay. Yeah, so Koji ends up. Yeah, because I keep thinking we've got that love columnist too, which is a different sort of thing. I keep forgetting that. They're not the same person. So Koji comes in and is like, "Hey, I got a question for you."
Like, I'm working on proposals and things. I've got my head down. I point at, like, the chair next to the desk that has, like, a little paper slip labeled Koji chair.
Yeah, he kind of sits down and puts his feet up.
It's a nice chair.
Yeah.
It's a different chair than the other ones that are in this room. It's clearly been dragged in here specifically for this instance.
He goes, "So, and if I'm recalling, what we figured out was the unrequited love between Koji and Carl Holmes was on Carl's side."
Between Koji and Carl?
Yeah. Unless someone mislabeled.
I think so. I don't remember exactly how that goes. The unrequited love I remember was like that weird triangle.
Oh no, there's multiple unrequited. Oh yeah. Carl likes Koji.
Yeah.
Koji.
I'm looking at that pairing. I think Carl will be the one that has a thing for Koji.
Yeah.
Carl likes Koji. Koji likes Ivy.
Okay.
Wait, who likes me?
Koji, the love advice person.
Oh yeah, no, he's always coming to me for which is weird. LJ, do you mean? LJ?
No. Koji comes to Saris to talk about love advice. I keep remembering those are not the same people.
And LJ comes to me to talk about their love column thing.
Yeah, which either you don't read or just haven't caught up the fact that your conversations end up helping shape what goes in there. Yeah, so Koji kind of puts his foot up. He's like, "I had this girl like totally like on me all summer. I mean, it was kept getting a hold of me, but like, dude, that chick's gone. Something happened. She's gone fucking weird."
Like, she found you dating her sister weird, or...
Okay, first of all, that happened twice only.
The fact that you did it with each set of sisters was the problem.
Okay, well, this is not her. This is that Lauren chick. She's in, Lauren Baylor. She's in, student council.
Go on. We were discussing it.
So, like, yeah, I mean, things were... It was just a thing in the summer, it happens. But, like, she's gotten, like, found Jesus, but it's not Jesus. It's, like... I don't know what it is. Like, something. She's gotten super religious, but it's a weird kind of religion.
Is it hippie-ish?
I don't know. I think hippies, I always think, like, kind of harmless. This stuff seems kind of way out there.
Tell me more. We've been concerned about her ourselves.
No,
so the council, but
like, she kept trying to take me up to so the fairy circles.
You mean like a ring of mushrooms?
Yeah, so up on Mount Rainier, there's like those fairy circles in a bunch of places. Things that probably were put in there by one the tourists to go through, but like there's a bunch of. Have you never visited them?
I don't get out much.
Okay, so my parents were big into the whole like, let's go on weird Washington stuff in Seattle and that. So we would go and visit these things, but she's become like obsessed. Like we went out there one night. And I was like, yeah, the fairy circle. No, she had like candles and some sort of book. Like I seriously thought I might be getting sacrificed.
I mean, that wouldn't be the first time a woman's come at you with a knife.
Again, like this is not that. So I'm like, I don't know if I should keep seeing her. The freaky is getting kind of
Koji,
weird.
Coach, you were actively worried at one point that she was going to kill you.
Well, yeah.
Why would you consider that continuing this relationship is a valid option?
You're probably right. I'm worried what she's gonna do. Like she's like her friend left, and that's that sober kid that she was friends with. And here, let me show you this. And this one I don't have this specific thing yet up. So over by her picture on Roll20, it should load in here in a moment. Like I find stuff like this on her Twitter feed. Oh, here, one thing didn't quite save. Let me fix that real quick.
Oh God.
This one is not saved correctly. Yeah, she's like, I'm finding stuff like this on our Twitter feed, and like I don't know what's happening. I've never seen that before.
So it's just, I still don't know what we're looking at.
She's talking to herself and someone who's got whatever the hell. Like I checked, that's not a picture. Like whoever the Dance of the Fate is, I can't even look at their thing. But at one point, like this is schizophrenic stuff.
I'm going to take that as a second recommendation for intervention.
Like someone else came? Wait.
June has been worried.
Okay. Well, yeah, so I should definitely dump her. Yeah.
Yes, if that's what you've gotten out of this conversation, then that's the advice I would follow.
Oh, thanks, man. Like, I'm just glad I'm not the only person who thinks she's, maybe a little crazy.
I don't know about that, but she certainly needs some form of help. I'm going to exact payment for this.
Okay.
You're closer to the student body than I am, I'd say. And at least you have an interest in student bodies.
Yeah. Post up. High five.
I like Sarah
five.
sighs and puts his hand up.
Yeah. Like he just put the hand up, so he has to do the high five to you.
Sarah actively has to lean across the desk to make this. Like Koji has to actively lean across the desk to make that connect. Anyway.
Yes, I do.
The council's hosting a bit of an inter-school festival, a little competition. And, well, the person put in charge was Miles, the delinquent's brother.
Oh, God.
I believe he sees it as a way to boost himself up. He has it out for me, it seems. Doesn't really like me or my father. Well, I can't blame him for one, I can't really excuse him for the other.
Which one can't you?
I don't care what he thinks about what my father did. But
Oh, okay. Because if you talk about my dad, I'd have beat the shit out of him. Maybe not Miles as big.
So, I'd say just keep your ear to the ground, see what people think about what he's doing, see if he's going too far. I'm happy to let him take whatever responsibility he thinks he can handle, but I'm not going to let him either run this festival into the ground or turn the student body against me for it.
All right. Undercover. Got it.
Yeah.
You know,
Feel free to come back anytime. Door's open.
Yep. So, like, he starts to leave, and he hits the door and kind of turns around and goes, okay, so if, to keep a better eye on him, what if I hooked up with Ivy?
With who?
Miles' sister.
I'm going to just... You're your own man, Koji, but I'm going to say that's a bad idea from the start.
You know what? Bad ideas have gotten me everywhere.
Mostly into trouble, and the ER,
Okay,
and that dumpster
twice.
that one time.
By the way, I'm adding all of these to his GM information, like that first picture. So, did you say arrested or hospital?
Hospital, dumpster.
Yeah, so he's kind of callous. He's got in trouble for dating sisters twice, has someone come at him with a knife. Hospital, dumpster. Yeah, he goes, got it. So,
On your way. It's nice seeing you again, Koji. I hope we can get along this year again.
hey, we always get along. 'Cause, you know, I'm gonna get you in some of that trouble. I'm gonna hook you. Who do you want to be hooked up with? You want to double date those twins?
Twins? You mean the Bryce sisters?
Yeah.
Like, Saris doesn't say much. He kind of heads back down into his own paperwork.
Okay.
That would be improper.
Oh, that's right. You're close with June. Well, tell you what. Maybe you know what? First, I'm gonna work on Ivy. Then I'll take a look at June. See ya. And he heads out and about.
Saris has no idea if that means he's going to try to wingman for Saris, or if he's going to try to date June. He's not sure which of these options is worse.
Both is a possibility. So Wyatt,
Yeah.
Carl Holmes.
Uh-huh.
Carl Holmes got sat right next to you
God damn it.
in one of the classes.
It's always fucking Carl.
Yeah, but he's just like, hey man, hey Wyatt,
I'm just taking notes.
Wyatt,
Just taking notes?
hey Wyatt,
Just taking notes?
Wyatt.
Carl, I'm trying to take notes.
Hey man, when's your next album coming out?
I'm taking notes. I'm not looking at him. I'm not talking to him. I'm just taking notes. I'm going to try to will him out of not speaking.
Okay. Yeah, he's hey.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm roleplaying like my two awkward encounters back to back.
So he got an 11 with a D6 result. I did get a
Fuck you and your strong resolve, Carl Holmes.
I did get a 1 on D8 if someone wants to buy that off.
Let's see how many points do we have. 2, 3. Yeah, I'll buy it off to reduce it reduces the pool, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll reduce the pool.
It's already getting quite big.
How do I
Oh, so
plot points? How do I
Oh,
do
just
this?
you can just like pull one off and then just hit delete, or I think you can just hit delete.
Can I? I can see that. Oh, there they are. There we go. All right, cool. All right, let me look at my sheet. I think this is popularity again. I think this is. Do I have a relationship with Carl Holmes? Should I have a relationship with Carl Holmes?
I think don't you have Carl as a
Oh, I have him as a distinction.
Yeah, or as an extra, essentially.
All right, so let me get the D8 for my popularity in there.
Actually, you can roll him on that's like you can sometimes control Carl, and maybe that's getting him to shut. If you do roll him, one of those gets added onto, as opposed to just another die you can use. One of them will be added onto your total.
Oh, so I should not roll 2d4 here. All right, can.
Are any of the other ones you rolling a d4?
No.
Yeah, then go ahead and roll them.
Okay, and then I don't think I have anything here. I think that's all I got. I don't think any of my distinctions really apply here. All right.
Then take a d4 for that distinction.
Okay. Well, then I'll just keep the d4 here because that's
it would be another d4 for the relationship if you don't have one.
I mean,
let me check the character keeper of what you got.
Yeah. I mean, this is maybe sneaky because I'm trying not to get caught by the teacher.
Yeah, it's sneaky and then a d4 for relationship since you don't have one here.
All right, so that'll be the d4 for the relationship because you said for the extra it's a little weird, so we'll do that one next. Okay. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to give
all
me
right, roll all dice. Well, so that's an 8, and then I get to roll keep results.
And then you can roll one. You can add one more d4, or if you just want to re-roll the 2.
You have to choose best effect and choose best total.
Oh, choose best effect, choose best total. God. All right, now I will keep results. There we go. All right, and then I will remove all dice, add d4, roll. Well.
Okay, grab So, question: you had 2d4 for something else?
I had a d4 for the
no relationship. That was the only one.
Yeah, that was the only other d4.
So yeah, so you rolled another one. Shit. Unfortunately, wait. Can we look at what you rolled? No, just the. So the other d4 was a 2, which will bring your total up to actually 8, 10. Still not quite enough.
Okay.
Go ahead and take D6 angry.
Okay.
He's like, hey, Wyatt.
What? Carl?
So, do you have a new single dropping soon?
I don't know, Carl. I'm never going to drop a new single if you keep bothering me during school, because I have to do all my homework, and then I can work on music. Okay.
Mr. Rosewood!
Yes?
Is there something more interesting you're talking to Carl about than the revolution?
Absolutely not.
Then don't be talking to him.
I'm only D6 angry. I won't be super rude.
Dude, it could be fun if you want to be. Also, do you remember, if you push those become experience. So if you push something to get yourself in those positions, sometimes.
What did he say? Then don't talk to him.
Yeah.
Believe me, that's very high on my list.
All right. So, let's discuss taxes. And then goes back into the interminable lesson.
And I go back to my doodles.
You're just like... At which point we get back to... So looking time-wise... basically, the rest of the day goes relatively like normal. Let's get Ivy and Wyatt together because, Oren, why don't we also have you coming around to the photography club, maybe for student council after school?
I gotta meet with all the clubs because we're early.
Okay. Also, the photography club is supposed to they work with student council to take pictures of events. So
yeah.
So what? Because I think both Wyatt and Ivy are both in the photography club, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
All right. So this is a chance to get the three of you together. So they're one thing is to sort of like kind of discuss and talk over what sort of things you're going to need as far as the various events, because photography club members come take the pictures, which then end up in the yearbook. Some stuff goes to um, uh, other like it might go to the newspaper, it might go to kind of whatever. But that's one of the ways that's one of the things this club does.
All right.
All right, so this point it's kind of the three of you right now. Like a lot of the other members didn't want to stick around for the meeting because it was just going to be like the student council folks. They also didn't want to necessarily get caught for having to do a whole bunch of stuff.
Extremely got caught.
Yep. And especially a lot of them are the older ones, so they kind of know better.
Uh huh.
Are you two both relatively new to it?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it ends up kind of like just being you two when Orin comes in.
I give you like a very polite nod.
Like,
To
To Saris, just like I acknowledge you. You exist. We don't have to talk to each other.
there's
I'm
a
on my phone.
nod back as part of like Sarah scanning the room. And it's like, oh, we have someone who's clearly not wanting any attention, and I'm happy to give it that. And someone who demands quite a lot of attention that I have no time to give. Well. Was there anyone else here, or is this the whole gathering, or is it just these two members, or...
Right now it's just these two. Everyone else is fled.
escaped.
The president of the club already left. If you're trying to see them.
Yes, I was. But I suppose... Could you pass on the messages for me?
Sure. I like flip to a new page in my notebook.
Just tell them that the student council is more than... What's the right word? Pleased, joyous. I'll leave the discretion to you. But we're happy to continue our arrangements of previous years, and we're looking forward to seeing what memories the photography club can capture of this school.
Ivy takes your like. There's a big flash from her corner as she like takes a photo of you.
Did she get my good side at least?
I heard you're gonna take over this school. Well, the student council is. Is that true?
I have no interest in raising a coup, just seeing things that are kept in order. But what kind of rumor gets around like that?
Guy, what was his name? Soros?
Sober?
Sober, yeah. Some guy on Facebook, Sober, whatever his name is.
Recently?
Was it recently?
It was a couple weeks. It was a couple weeks ago. Before he fled.
Really? I hadn't turned that up. Any chance you could show me?
Go ask Rover. Sorry. Go ask June, Bryce.
Alright then. While I'm here, is there anything that the photography club needs from the student council? Proposals to put in?
I look up from like I've been just playing on Game Boy this whole time, an old ass Game Boy Color. I look up, I'm like, no, we didn't leave when the meeting ended in time. I think the president has everything. Do you need anything more?
She
No.
raises her hand.
Yes?
Pillows, please.
Oh yeah, pillows would be nice actually.
She
Wait,
like
do we have
finger-
pillows?
She finger guns over at fucking Wyatt.
Yeah, I like wink back.
Like seating cushions.
No, pillows for your head.
For set dressing?
Yes, exactly.
Bring it up with the president. She writes it in the proposal for the budget. I'll see what can be done.
Thank you very much, Council President. We will now bid you farewell. We'll just get up and leave.
He nods and turns, like he's out. He's got what he needed.
Okay. So, later on that evening, because I don't think we've done a scene with your father yet, have we?
Nope.
Okay. What is the reason you'd be stopping by? Because your dad's under house arrest in his own place. I think you don't live with him.
No.
What's the reason you'd be stopping by his place?
Like, I'm driving his car. I'm slightly living off, like, some of the money he set aside for me. So, like, I'm, like, weirdly honor-bound to still not visit him, but I'll bring him things. Not, like, obviously, like, bad things, but it's like, hey, son, I need bread.
Okay.
Or groceries or mail or something. Because he can't leave.
Yeah. So yeah, you got to pick up some groceries and stuff for him. When you kind of deliver them, he's like, okay, how much was that?
Wasn't any more than maybe $12, $15.
He pulls out like a roll of money. Of like cash. Just hand you his 20.
He's not even going to bother to question where this cash has come from or why it looks so new. There's this clearly aware there's still something illicit happening, but he can't challenge it right now.
So, how's school starting off? How's this year look like it's going to be?
Everything looks like it's going to be going in order. There's been a few incidents, but nothing outside of, well, my grasp.
Good. Oops, I actually need to read something. What kind of answers do you have already? Things just started.
Oh, the normal. We've had some kid with a little stress-induced breakdown gone to live with the hippies over the summer.
Yeah. Do the right kind of drugs does that to you. But yeah, you're not that guy. You're not the guy that ends up with the hippies.
I should hope not.
You know, you're allowed to have some fun once in a while.
I'll keep that in mind.
What did I do to you?
Killed 3 men.
No, what did I do to you? You think? What, like some leaders of business and presidents, you think they have killed men?
If you want to be incredibly specific, I suppose, in your mind, your only sin is you got caught.
Yeah, at this point, he kind of gets up and towers over you a little bit. He goes, got a 1 on 1 of D6s. This total. Oh, this. Check dice are effect. Yeah. From what I think what Lexa said earlier, don't hit choose best total, then choose best effect, because it'll switch for you. You've got to then go in and choose which one you want for the other one. He goes. And also repeat what you just said with the they got caught. He goes, yeah. You know what? I got caught, and a lot of people don't. A lot of people get away with it. But you know what? I'm doing my time. I'm doing the right thing. I'm here and I'm stuck in this damn house. But I'm the only father you got. I don't care who your mother's with now. So stop being an asshole.
Understood.
Okay, so since you're keeping kind of like, I would roll to see if it partly to see if it hits, because his anger is coming in at you. He's emotionally, what he does, he lashes out.
I'm gonna roll against this. Oops! I accidentally eliminated the existence of Ivy's brother.
Oh no!
Oh no, he's gone.
Miles! I'll remove the dice. You got a 12 with a d6 effect.
12 with a d6. He has a lot of dice on me.
It's a trouble pool for him. He's not a relationship.
I can't channel that d6 into this, can I, from angry? Or is that just against me?
You can spend a plot point to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna just... Let's go off. It's been a day. Can't tap any aspects. He's 2d6 as that, so that'd be roll 2d6s, take the highest.
Yeah, then you probably, unless you have other d6s, you'd want to do that after.
Okay. And I'm gonna channel my own family reputation back into this. This is a family history, a family matter.
What do you say to him to do that?
That he's over me. He's towering. And I'm going to turn back his own lessons against him. That he taught me that if somebody feels the need to get out of their chair, to stand above you to prove their worth, they've already lost. That his history precedes him too well, and I won't make the same mistakes he did. And, there's only 1d6 in the thing, so I'll add that afterwards. People who cannot roll today. It's starting with a... What's that, an 11 with a d12 effect. Hello?
Yeah, and you said were you also rolling?
Yeah, I'll take
you
that.
also said so you're rolling for the 2d6 for him.
Yeah. I'll keep these results. Dice. Dice.
Oh, also because, oh yeah, I would say also, do roll a d4 real quick since you don't have a relationship on this one that you can go into because you have him as a not as a relationship but as an extra. So that puts you a little bit of a disadvantage.
There you go.
Okay, so that's that was 11. That makes you a total of 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
15 with a d12 as effect.
Okay. Yeah, you just said that okay was just your full response?
Yeah, this is, like, all of this is more internal.
Oops. Mm-hmm.
Like, feeling that... Like, there's a difference between understood as, like, bowing and understood as, I understand everything that just came out of your mouth. Whether or not I'm taking this to anywhere close to heart is a different decision. This is internal defiance.
And it also gets your d6 for your anger on this response.
Yep.
I forgot to put that in earlier, so I'm just going to roll that one. Roll check dice. Oh, another one. Okay. So he's getting pissed. He's like, understood? Yeah, you know what? Go back to your mother. Go back over there where all you got is someone who not going to be anything in their life. But with that guy, you're going to realize someday when I'm gone that you're wasting the only chance you've got to be close to your dad.
Yeah, there's nothing left of that. He's been told to leave, so Sheriff is going to get out of here.
Yep. And you hear something hit a wall as you take off. So,
Sir sure is going to go back to his empty-ass apartment.
sorry, yeah, the mom and stepdad away.
I thought he was living separate from them, even.
You not at 16.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, then it's more probably a house.
So Colton,
Yeah.
Wyatt, remind me about your family life.
My parents. I live with my parents. I'm an only child. They both work full-time jobs. I think they're older though. I think they're in their 50s, upper 50s. Yeah, pretty chill. Like they don't know about the music. I don't think. Like they know they make music, but they don't know that they don't know about the whole school popularity explosion thing. Yeah, they're cool. Old hippies.
So yeah, so they kind of come in like, hey Wyatt, how's your day?
Hey. School. How was your day?
Work. Come on.
I I put my hand out, do a tired high five.
You know, I had a lot of stuff that we did today. I think we're gonna end up bringing in the new client coming up soon. But I mean, yeah, first day. I mean, what's it? You're sophomores now. Get up there. Got your eye on anybody?
What do you mean?
No, anybody you're thinking of, dating or?
Oh, no. I'm good.
Okay.
But thanks for asking.
That's what I like about you, Wyatt. The sparkling conversation.
Yeah, I know. It's really my strong suit. I made this cool dinosaur drawing.
Cool. How old do you draw?
Not gonna be an art major, but not bad. Very good doodler. A very good doodler.
Looks good.
Oh, thanks.
I don't know if it's fridge worthy. The fridge has got a bunch of stuff you've doodled and such on there. Because a little more work.
I know. The problem is I got too many good ones up there, so now I just have to get better. I need Sailor Moon, get stronger,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that.
All right.
Good talk, Dad.
Well, it's good to see you.
I'm sure I'll see you again.
Okay. You kind of head upstairs. That's a little later on. You're dicking around on Twitter, and maybe more out of curiosity, as you check out her stuff, you see this on Lauren's Twitter. And the same thing that happened, all the places say Dancing Fae, the same way it did for Lexa earlier, where it kind of crawled into place. You see it just sort of crawl and move, and the things that were blocking it beforehand sort of just goes away. And suddenly you're looking at this.
Immediately screen cap it.
Okay.
And open it up in Paint or something to see if it looks any different.
No, it looks. I mean, just when you screen cap it, everything here is normal. All the weird stuff that was happening, and when you go back to it, it doesn't do that again.
Okay. I'm gonna like, yeah, I'm gonna save that to my phone. Yeah, this is a lot. Um, does Saris have like, for professional school inquiries issues for the school like email address that he's shared with the class?
Well, you would know his email, or I mean, a lot of people know each other on Twitter or Facebook. I mean, a lot of Twitter.
Well, my relationship with Saris. My relationship with Saris, though, is I don't care about your bullshit. Just stay away from my life. I don't have Saris on social media.
There's probably like an online suggestions box for the student council that is read personally by the president that has been advertised as such.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll wait. Yeah, I think I just like text Elliot, and I'm like, so my stalker is like role playing on Twitter and with herself, and it's really creepy.
Oh.
And like send her the screenshot. Send him the screenshot.
That's fucking weird.
I'm gonna talk to someone tomorrow. It sounds like she might need some help.
Okay.
Anyway, I made a cool drawing of dinosaur. Sent him the dinosaur picture. How was your? Was it his first day too?
Yeah.
Yeah. How was your first day?
Not as cool as the old school, new people. So I don't know anybody, so I don't feel it's gonna be the first day for a little while. I'm coming back to see Miles this weekend.
Oh, yeah, cool. I mean, like, if you have time and like want to, I don't know, play through Pokemon or some shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We can all head
like
off.
He's invited, of course. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go bed now.
See you there. Ivy.
Bye.
Hello.
Miles is pissed.
Oh no.
Like when he comes in, he goes, "God, that motherfucker." Like he's just like his dad. The guy's practically a robot.
What?
Saris?
Oh yeah. What about him?
Dude's practically a robot. I swear to God.
I mean, yeah, and she like shows the she's uploaded the pic. Like, okay, so her Twitter is really weird in that she likes to upload she uploads the photos that she takes that are all completely random, and also her posts are mostly just quotes that she's heard throughout the day. And so this, like, one of her tweets from today was, "So let's talk about taxes," and that was her quote that she likes to upload. And so people are like, "Yo, was that me?" Like, because she doesn't ask for permission or anything like that. So yeah, she shows her the picture of Saris and says, like, I mean, if you look real close, there is still red eye on here. I thought they used like I thought they got good with the tech enough to get rid of red eye. I think he's just a demon.
He looks surprisingly lifelike in this.
Yeah, that's because I'm really good at photography.
Oh God!
So why are you so pissed at him today?
He shouldn't be student council. He's a sophomore. Sophomore shouldn't be student council president.
I mean, it's like, actually no, I don't care. He's just, he has the money, I guess, or his dad has the influence, or people just are too scared, or insert reason.
Yeah, I mean, your crook doesn't fall far from the tree.
Did you hear his speech at the opening of school?
Yeah, but I didn't fall for that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I imagine police state in 6 months.
I guess we'll be the ones against it. Oh, I forgot to do this for other ones. You have some stress, right?
I
Yes.
don't.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so we can do some stress relief scenes here because we're gonna hit into some stuff that'll bring up the change here relatively soon.
Oh, okay.
Um, yeah. So Lexi, you have no stress.
I don't have any stress.
Okay. Um, I think. Yeah, Sarah's has some, and Wyatt has some as well. So yeah, he goes, "How'd your day go?"
I mean, yeah, no, she like holds up like half an eaten donut. I mean, it was okay. Um, yeah, I got dragged into some sort of meeting at photography club, and I mean, you want me to join more clubs, and I've been thinking about that, and I have no idea where to start.
Well, we start with photography club. I mean, you got it on photo, so we have proof. It exists.
I mean, I guess. Everything else was boring.
All right. Well, let's watch some shitty TV.
Fuck yes.
Oh, and Warren, I'm thinking yours with Elliot would probably count as a.
Hell yeah.
So I'll roll for him. An 11.
All right, and remind me,
So-
I roll my stress
Yeah,
or
what's your stress?
D6.
Okay. So you can roll d6.
D6. Roll all dice. 1.
All right. So you did the 11 beat you. So the d6 goes away and goes into your growth pool.
D6 into the growth pool. Got it.
And do we want to do stress relief for you, Sarah?
Saris.
I don't know that he really has something where he can de-stress right now. He's probably going to carry this with him for a bit.
Okay. So still a little pissed off. So everybody goes. The next morning, while you are going to class, Ivy, the very first thing in the morning, as you're entering, you are pulled aside.
Cool. That happens a lot, huh?
Yep. And Dean Digger is just sort of staring down her nose at you. She just goes, "So, you kept Counselor Vane busy while your friend hacked into the system."
I have no idea what you're talking.
We've seen we've watched the tape. We know that you went and got, and we're talking to him so she could go in, because you know what your friend doesn't realize is that we have people who actually know what they're doing this year. Not like last year, we don't have Mr. Collins anymore working IT. We've got a good one, and he knows what he's doing, and he knows when someone decides to start messing with stuff.
Okay, hold on. Let me look at my values real quick. Fuck. Loyal to the end. Yeah, I think she like folds her arms and says oof, yeah, she says she says, "Oh, so you got a good IT teacher this year? You're gonna get a good dean as well this year as well?"
Make your roll.
Cool. I am so yeah. So this is impulsive. Cool. I think I earned a plot point and add a d6 to trouble when I act rashly. I just basically said "fuck you" to the dean.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go with Justice. Yeah, let's go with that. So dice. I have no. So if we don't have a appropriate relationship, distinction, or value, do just add D4.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is one thing that'll be slightly different. We're not going to be saving up the growth pool because one of the things it's supposed to do is incentivize just getting new relationships.
Yeah.
So that you have more of those.
And yeah, this was absolutely impulsive. This is not going to be a good roll for me. Cool. So I got an 8.
Okay. Let me know once you saved it.
Cool,
Yeah, good
saved.
Dean. She goes, well, I don't know if we're going to get Dean this year, but you're in luck because you're going to get to see me a whole lot. Now, first, right, because your brother's your legal guardian, right?
Mm-hmm. My elder brother is, yeah.
Okay. Well, first we're going to talk to your guardian.
Mm-hmm.
We may look into some counseling if this continues, but for today, you're going to be an ISI. So she has an 11 with a D8.
What's ISI?
ISI is in school. It used to
Isn't
be in
it
school
ISS?
We don't tend to use it's in school intervention. They call it that, so it's not doesn't say suspension because there are things about that. Oh, I'm going to do actually here. I'm going to get rid of one of the D8s on there to use it to add to the total. Because I can do a thing where I whoops. Damn it. Check dice or total. Keep results. So, 15 with a D8. She goes, but you're going to end up in ISI for the rest of the day.
Shit.
So she's got a 15, so she beats you on that one.
Mm-hmm. Cool. What do I take?
No, so you then see if you can, because it does a tug of war until
Okay.
someone can't defend.
Cool. Let me think.
And sometimes we can go if you just say the thing your character does and then go back and look and see what fits. That is one way to do it.
Says, look, I know this school has gotten all crazy about being fucking authoritarian state this year for whatever reason, but maybe if you actually talk to her instead of shaming her immediately, you would find out why she was so desperate to get out and help her instead of just sending everyone into fake school prison. How about that?
Make your roll.
Um,
And while you're making that roll, Wyatt, were you going to talk to Oren about the stuff you saw?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go to that after this.
Cool.
fuck. This is love. I am fucking trying to get my friend out of shit.
And remember, you can roll her stuff because it's for her.
Say again?
You could use your friend's relationship because you're doing it for her with the way you've done it.
Again, no relationship, but let's have a look. Yeah, so D6, D4, and then if I spend a plot point for distinctions. This might be a continuation of impulsive, but either way, it's still a D4. And I'm going to spend a plot point to get that 1d12 off Iris. Oh! No! No!
Well, take 3 plot points.
Lordy. Bye.
Guess I'll die.
Yeah.
Cool. So wait. So how does this work? So I choose best
Well,
total.
it doesn't.
which is-
You have an 11 with a D4 effect.
Okay.
I mean, granted, 11's a decently high roll, but you had a 15, so you did not beat it. Go ahead and take D8. Probably afraid on that one.
Fuck. Yeah.
And then you are marched off to ISI. As you enter ISI, Mr. Hoffman is the supervisor there. Lauren Baylor is actually walking out, and it seems like there's a moment she just kind of looks at you, and there's... You've never had someone look at you in that way before? I mean, it's almost like she's trying to understand what you are. There's just this weird sort of moment, and then just a real quick head to toe, almost like a little snapshot thing, and then she just sort of goes down the hall and away. And I also put a picture of Mr. Hoffman, the ISI supervisor.
Nice.
Yeah, that is the... Yeah, Mr. Hoffman, and this will be important for the Colton Oren scene. Having a teacher comment on a student's Twitter account is weird.
Yeah, that's super weird.
Yeah, and he's not technically a teacher. ISI supervisors are basically hired just to basically be there in the suspension room and work, or the intervention room, and work with some of the kids who are sort of worst off. But you find Oren at the beginning of the day?
Yeah, I think it goes straight to like the student council room.
Okay.
Wait. Hey, I figured I should probably talk to a student before a teacher about this.
About what?
I just like show you the screenshot of the Twitter stuff with like the dancing fae.
Did you see that earlier?
Yeah, Koji showed me that one. Or, no, I haven't seen the... It didn't show up for me, but...
Oh, yeah, here, let me... I had showed a player, so it should show to everybody. This is a different one than the one that Cody showed you.
What did Cody show me then?
Or, not Cody. It's the one that you saw was the one with Sober.
Because Koji showed me one.
Yeah, the one that...
Because he was dating Lauren. The one I haven't seen.
Yeah. His was Sorry, his was one with the dancing fae. But at this point, there's two things that are different. One, it's now missing the parts. Like the same thing happens with you. The stuff that looks garbled at first, kind of like dances its way back across things you saw earlier. But then you also see the thing at the bottom from the ISI supervisor.
This reeks of impropriety.
Yeah, isn't Mr. Hoffman like a teacher or something?
Not technically. Still.
This is fucked up roleplay shit. I don't know. Okay, here, just like, I'm just gonna, you can take a picture of my phone or something, but I'm gonna go now.
Right then. I'll deal with it.
Okay, thanks, bye. Immediately just out.
Sarah's kind of like writes down all the information on this, writes it as a third instance of a student coming forth about Laura's behaviors, notes the teacher, and calls up June.
Yeah.
We've got another student about Laura. And
Jesus.
Some interesting things. I think we may need to move sooner than later.
Okay. Do you know where she's at?
Unknown. We can find her, though. It shouldn't take long.
I would say
Also...
the thing about seeing the ISI room was from last night.
Yeah.
So that might be a place to look.
Yep. There's that. We also need... Do you know anything about Sober's... What was it? Twitter? Interesting. Something that looks like this. And he's going to forward that photo we took to Laura.
Mm-hmm. She goes like, what's all the to Laura to June?
No, he's forwarding this to June.
Yeah, she goes. There's that same sort of glitch we saw with his. With
Can you send me his?
Yeah,
Just for the file.
Yeah, when you get at this point, it's the same thing where you see the glitch, but then as you're looking at it, it sort of dances its way and stops being a glitch.
Mm-hmm.
But she tells you that she sees the glitch on the one you sent from Lauren.
He starts thinking back. He hasn't put it together yet, but he's now thinking back on what Sober said about seeing things, about getting to know each other. That this weirdness is starting to become interconnected. It's all connected to just weirdness, but yeah. So I'll grab June and we'll head to the ISI to see if we can't stage a little intervention of our own.
Okay. You go into the ISI. It's early in the semester, so Ivy's the only person in there at the moment, as well as Mr. Hoffman, ISI supervisor, whose picture is now over by the deans. And he sort of looks up and he's like, "You got in trouble?"
No, we're here looking to prevent some trouble.
What kind of trouble are you looking to prevent?
We've received a few... Well, reports isn't the right word. We've received some student concerns about one Lauren Baylor.
And he sits up a little straighter and goes, "What about Lauren?"
Some oddities in behavior and communications, of which you do have a part.
Okay, well, this is happening. So, Ivy, you're in the room. We'll say, Wyatt, you are not in class when this happens. Where are you at? You just left. They've done the thing, but you're not in class at the moment this happens.
Bathroom. Why not?
Okay. Yeah, so you'll be in the bathroom when this happens. Yeah, so he kind of looks at you, Saris, and he's like, "I don't know what I would have to do with Lauren."
We have you on messages with her, telling her to come to this room. We're worried about erratic behaviors in the student body.
So, Ivy, are you doing anything while you're watching this happen?
I think she's got the that she's doing that thing where she's like arms on the desk and she's like laying her head down on her arms, and no, she's not doing anything, but she's just got like an eye on what's good the situation.
Okay. Yeah, so he just stands up and goes, "I don't think..." And as he starts to speak, suddenly someone steps into the room behind you. You kind of get like there's like a sort of anime trench coat. You sort of turn as a woman who looks maybe mid-20s. She pulls out a gun, aims it straight at Mr. Hoffman's head. Hoffman's eyes kind of go wide with recognition. It clicks, and everything in the world shifts. The two of you, like in that room, like suddenly, like it almost feels like the world sort of drops out from underneath you, and then you're in the same room, but everything is a little bit different. Everything's a little bit off. Like it looks almost like some ruins out through the window. You can see these giant sort of hedge maze through the whole thing, and it's only the two of you in the room right now.
I guess she falls the fuck out of her chair and shouts, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, Saris is immediately like whip around, get a whole view of the room, figure out where June disappeared to.
Yeah, she's gone. Hoffman's gone. Whoever came in is gone. Wyatt, you are in the bathroom. When this happens.
Yeah, let's say washing my hands, so I'm close.
Yeah. Everything sort of changed. Like, at that point, like, you're looking into the mirrors, like everything sort of changes. Like you feel this physical sensation of like the almost like a whip zoom, where it's like quick, like it almost feels like everything's moving real fast. And you look into the mirror, and like you can see. You ever looked into an infinity mirror?
Like personally, I don't think so, but I know the concept.
Okay. Well, we had a thing when I was young that I used to love looking at. It was like a little cabinet, and they put both like plates and bowls and stuff in there, like pans and stuff. But there was mirrors on those sides. So when you looked in, and you looked to the left or right, you would see both your face and the back of your head. It kind of looked like going on forever. Inside the mirror, it kind of looks like that, but you're seeing different people sort of moving in and out of doorways that all look different. It's like instead of being the same thing every time, it's a different thing that you're looking at.
Great.
And there's like a little bit of light coming through like a hole that's up in the ceiling at this moment. And that's where we can cut for the evening.
Great.
So next time we'll be doing with the Sentinel comics, since you're now in the Hedge.
Cool.
All right.
So for your growth pools right now, anyone who has stress left over, go ahead and put the highest stress you have into your growth pool, and then reduce it by 1.
Cool.
Okay, so a D6 becomes a D4.
Yeah, actually, yeah. So that becomes a D4. Oh, but it goes into your growth pool as a D6.
Okay.
So it goes to your growth pool at the whatever it is now, and then it goes down by 1. And if you had multiple, they would all go down 1, but you take the highest and add it to your growth pool.
Okay, so that's a D4 in the growth pool.
It'll be a D6 in the growth pool, and then the stress becomes a D4 in your regular stress rating.
Okay.
So like you always have, like I said, your highest stress. All the rest of them step down. So at this point, what you're able to do is, like you'll notice right next to the things, because like your growth pool will go away after this session, and they'll then have to be kind of restarted on the next one. You can just, if you spend a D6, you can just get a D, or rather spend any die. You can get a new D6 relationship. If you want to raise something you already have, it'll be the new rating you want, and then you'll notice it says distinction or relationship. And the relationship will also count for extras or locations. So it would be, I would roll whatever the new die would be, plus the D6 for relationship or extra, and the D10 for distinction. And then you see if you can beat. If you beat that, you get to raise it. If not, you can raise it if you lower something else.
Okay, so say I have a D12 and a D6 in my growth pool.
Yep.
I want to raise my Ceres relationship.
So what's your relationship with Ceres right now?
D8.
D8. So I would take a D6 plus a D10.
I have a D12.
No, that part doesn't matter.
Oh.
Because what happens is I roll whatever the new one's going to be. Because it's a relationship, I then roll a D6 with it, and I get a total. So the total I have right now, I got, because you're trying to bring a D10 up.
Yeah.
I got, total
13.
Yeah, so I have a 13. I'll keep those. So the effect doesn't matter in this case. So then you would roll your entire growth pool.
Okay, so I'll roll a D12 plus a D6. Okay, so yeah, okay. Okay. I understand this. So D12 might actually be wasted. Oh no, it goes away at the end of the session, so I might as well use it. Right.
Yeah, so one of the things, like we're in the Sunday morning game, we've been letting them build up. What it means is people aren't buying relationships. And one of the things we want you to do is, well, I've only got one guy buying your relationship.
I didn't beat it.
Okay, so what you can do, if you want to raise him up but lower something else, you can.
I'm good.
You can raise that by 1 step. Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah, so then those two end up going away. Anybody else want to raise something or buy a relationship?
I would like to Fuck, this one's always hard. So a new distinction is D10, just a flat D10, or is it D10 plus D4?
Oh, yeah, it would be a D10 plus a D4.
Okay, and a new relationship would be a D6
You
plus
just,
D4.
if it's a brand new relationship, you just spend a die, and then you get a D6 relationship.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Fuck, okay.
It's one of the things, if it cancels out after every session, it does two things. One, it encourages you to actually like be proactive in finding conflicts and stress. And two, it also basically says buy relationships if you don't have a whole lot.
How do you raise extras?
Extras would work as a relationship in this case. A D6
Okay.
plus whatever the new total is going to be.
Okay, I would like to raise... Let's raise... Let's go ahead and raise Ceres to a D8. If I can.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll roll... I got a 10.
Okay, so...
You then roll your growth pool.
Fuck. Nope. No, I won't change anything.
Okay. And for Ceres?
I don't really need much, so I'm gonna make Koji a relationship because I've got 2d6 on him as an asset, but but not as a real relationship.
Okay. So
I feel like he deserves that.
And if there's another, that'll leave you with just one die, which would go away. So if you want to have two relationships, you can just spend both dice and get two relationships at D6.
I can't think of anybody else I talk to. I guess it turns my dad into a relationship, even though I hate him. Yeah, let's just do that. Because Koji had a D6, and this Victor second. Had a D6.
Okay. So yeah, so as you get those, like spending them, and I'll say this because neither of you raise them up. You each had two dice. If you want to do the same thing, this is the first time seeing how it works. If you want to do the same thing and use those two dice instead, we'll ignore the roll from previously, but add some relationships. You can.
What was that, sorry?
So for both of you, because one, this is the first time we're doing this, you see how it works.
Okay.
So now you see that has to roll. It also is why it's sometimes good to like go in and push for like to get stress for things and get more of those conflicts. If you want to, those two dice you can roll. If you want to use those instead and buy two relationships at D6, you could.
Okay. I think I'll get a relationship with my parents.
Okay.
My parents. D6. I'll come up with a statement for them. And I don't think I want to buy any more. I don't think there's any other ones that are pressing to me.
If I want to move over a extra to become a relationship, does that change anything?
No, I think for our purposes, just go ahead and spend one to go ahead keep them as an asset because occasionally you can use them as an asset instead of a relationship.
Oh yeah, my parents were actually that. So
yeah, so the thing is, you can do both. For our purposes, for these ones, if you move them over, they can be both because occasionally you use them as a backup as opposed to like doing it for them.
Okay. Cool. Then I guess I'll have Iris as a relationship and asset.
Okay. So yeah, so like I said, having relationships is useful because it means that you have more. The interactions you have with them can kind of be more substantial. So cool. The other thing at this point, then, for next time, we'll be going into the Sentinel Comics stuff. If you could just like in the Discord put down a description of like how you see the powers and stuff, like what you see your person doing, and like think of like major power stunt stuff that they're tricks they're able to do with like power sets, and then I'll be able to put together how the Sentinel Comics stats will work.
Okay.
So if you're able to do that, that means next time we'll be able to start off in it without like having to spend the whole session putting that stuff together.
Cool. I will try endeavor to get that for tomorrow.
Yeah, and like, it literally could just be a quick if it was like a Human Torch or stuff.
Is this what I already did?
Yeah, you've already done that. I'm going to go through and turn
Yeah,
those
so
sort of power
yeah,
stunts
so you
into
could
those
look at mine
specifics.
that I have in there if you're curious, because I put my filled out one in the drive.
Yeah. Okay, I think probably Oren, you got to get to work soon.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, just at some point, ideally in the next couple days, just kind of drop down like a description of how you see your persona and like the abilities and what kind of like power stunts and stuff they would do.
No worries.
Cool. All right, then.
Cool.
I guess I will.
Hell yeah.
See y'all on later.
Yeah, see you next week.
Cool.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.